All three series were playoff racing this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. A couple of big wins in the lower series. Corey Heim hits 10 on the season. Connor Zilic hits 10 on the season. Two of the most exciting prospects. It is a real shame we're not going to be seeing these guys fighting for the Rookie of the Year next year. Unless something happens and Corey Heim gets a cup ride. Of course, I'm advocating for that. And then the other 88 dominating in the cup race today for his fifth win of 2025. Unbelievable season for the 88 car on these road courses. You can look at all three of these winners and say they were probably the expected winners this weekend. Just dominant seasons from all three of these guys coming together nicely at the Roval. All right, starting off with our teammate battles, I want to preface this by saying I wasn't really able to watch this race. I literally saw maybe 6 laps at the end of it. I got really caught up at work. Nonetheless, Shane Van Gisbergen breaking his tie with Daniel Suarez, now up 9-8. Suarez also getting in the top 10 with his 7th place run. Good run for the 99. He, of course, still looking for a cup ride for 2026. And then Ross Chastain down there in 21st. He made that big move at the end to try to advance in the next round, taking out Denny Hamlin. Did not work out for him. Ross Chastain eliminated. I'll talk more about that, the round of 8, and what happened in the round of 12 in my playoff video coming in a few days here. To Hendrick Motorsports now, we have 2 Hendrick cars inside of the top 10. Kyle Larson with a runner-up, his 11th top car of the season. Getting some good separation with just 4 races left, 2 up on William Byron. Byron down there in 11th place. He is 1 race up on Chase Elliott, who finished in 8th place today after winning last weekend. Alex Bowman, the last Hendrick car, in 18th. Another strong run for Christopher Bell here, a 3rd place. He breaks his tie with Denny Hamlin, 11-10 in the top car battle. Chase Briscoe, 3 races back of Christopher Bell. He would need to win out to have a chance at tying him this year. He finished in 14th position. 2 spots ahead of him, Ty Gibbs in 12th. Denny Hamlin finishing in 23rd position after losing a few spots there at the end of the race. Over at RFK Racing, another very strong run for Chris Buescher, 4th place, his 17th top car of the season, dominating in the battle over here. Ryan Preece also with a strong result, just as had the top 5 in 6th place. Keselowski not as much luck, he is 30 places behind that, down in 36th position. Our 5th different team in the top 5, it's Michael McDowell in the 71. His 13th top car of the season, breaking his tie with Carson Hocevar here, so going to be a good battle between these two guys down the stretch. Hocevar in 29th place for the 2nd week in a row. Justin Haley, 25th place today in the 7 car. Strong top 10 run for AJ Allmendinger here in the 16 car. He is now up 2 races on Ty Dillon, so again, this one going to be very close coming down the stretch. Ty Dillon in 27th place today. Always good to see AJ running good on a road course, especially for colleague racing. 2:23.11 now, Tyler Reddick, top car for the 2nd week in a row. He is now 2 races clear of Bubba Wallace in the 23 car. Bubba Wallace with a strong top 15 result today, 5 spots behind Reddick. Their teammate Riley Herbst in the 35 car coming home in 30th, just 2 top cars on the season for Riley. Over to Team Penske now, Ryan Blaney getting his 19th top car of the season, 13th place for the 12 car. Joey Logano in the 22 coming home with the top 20. Austin Cindric in trouble early, finishing 37th place in the 2 car, just 3 top cars on the season for Cindric. A great battle here at the single car teams. Josh Berry tying it up again with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 12-12. He was in 16th place. Stenhouse also in the top 20, 19th place. Great run for both of those guys. Cole Custer also in the conversation here, 22nd place for Cole. 7 top cars on the season for him. Cody Ware down in 34th position, just 1 for the 51 car in 2025. Another strong run for Todd Gilliland in the 34 car, now just 4 back on Zane Smith, so technically he could tie him if he wins out on this one. Zane Smith in 24th position. Noah Gragson in the 4 car, 28th. He also has 8 on the board this year, so pretty spread out between these 3 guys, which is good. Good battle here. At Front Row Motorsports, Zane Smith, though, in control with a few races remaining here. Over at Legacy Motor Club, John Hernimacek finishing ahead of Eric Jones, 26th to 31st. That means at the very least, John Hernimacek will tie for this one, his 18th top car of the season. Jones 4 back with 4 races left. Going to need a big charge here. Looking pretty good for Nemechek at Legacy. 17-15, the score in the top car battle at Richard Childress Racing after Austin Dillon finished 3 positions ahead of Kyle Busch. The disappointing part, both of those were in the 30s. 32nd for Dillon, 35th for Busch after that opening lap, opening corner incident. Things just do not stop getting worse and worse for that 8 car again. As the guy who watched this guy whoop everyone's butt pretty much every weekend in the 2010s, it's kind of crazy to think and see this happening to Kyle Busch. Hopefully a new crew chief change in 2026 breathes some life into the 8 car. All right, to the winning manufacturers now. Chevrolet winning twice this weekend in the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series, extending their lead over Toyota. Toyota just one win this weekend, their 11th win in the Truck Series, 10 of those belonging to Corey Heim, 27 on the season for them. And again, we have Ford held off the victory sheet this weekend, just 12 wins for Ford in 2025. Taking a look back at the drivers to win this race in the Gen 7 car, Kyle Larson winning last year. It was one of 6 wins on the season. He exited in the round of 8. 2023, AJ Allmendinger missed the playoffs altogether there, 1 win on the season for him. And in 2022, Chris Verbel making the Final Four. Shane Van Gisbergen not in the playoffs. We could add him to our video of playoff spoilers if we would like. I probably should have expected that to happen and just put that in ahead of time, but SVG will not be competing for a championship this year, so he doesn't have to worry about any of these stats. Just one uncharted car showing up this weekend aside from the 2311 Front Row Motorsports cars. That was Josh Bilicki in the 66 car. 33rd place for Bilicki, who ran all 3 races this weekend in the trucks, in the Xfinity car, and in the Cup Series. To our pole winners now, Tyler Reddick, who needed to win to advance, winning the pole this weekend. His second pole of the season, was not able to convert that in the race, of course. He joins a number of drivers with multiple pole wins on the season and is tied with William Byron, Alex Bowman, and Joey Logano. Pretty safe to say this is Chase Briscoe's category for the season. But we got some good drama in the stage winners category. Ryan Blaney has now tied Kyle Larson 9-9 here in the stage winners category. A couple good tracks for both of these guys coming up here. Of course, Ryan Blaney at Martinsville, Phoenix. Larson's good at Vegas, so this could go either direction. Going to be really cool to see if either of these guys are going to be able to break 10 stage wins on the season. A couple of dark horses in the top 5 here. William Byron with 7, Denny Hamlin with 6. Both of those guys could go on a tear and getting themselves in this conversation. I don't see it. I think it's between the 5 and the 12 car here. 19 stage winners this season. And that wasn't the only important category for Ryan Blaney this weekend. He now takes the lead in the stage points top 10, 7 stage points up on William Byron, 280 to 273. Kyle Larson with a good run of stage points today, up into the 250s as well. So you never know, Larson could make this interesting here. Denny Hamlin, the only other driver above 200 at 215. Alex Bowman, 10th on this list, 152 stage points this season. He was passed by Chase Briscoe this week. Kyle Larson leading 27 laps today, inching himself a bit closer to that 1,000 mark, just 25 away now. Ryan Blaney, the only other guy on this, is leading a couple laps. He led 4 today. Larson, Byron, both in contention to hit 1,000. I mean, Briscoe could have a really good day somewhere at Martinsville with a lot of laps. Same with Hamlin. We'll have to see what happens. I think it's between the 5 and the 24 in this one, though. To the Xfinity fastest lap point now, Tyler Reddick getting his 3rd Xfinity fastest lap point this season. He is tied with Michael McDowell for 4th. Denny Hamlin at least going to tie in this category. He is 4 up on both Kyle Larson and AJ Allmendinger. I guess it's possible for Larson. He's fast at a lot of the tracks coming up here. Looking pretty good for the 11 car. Only 12 drivers through 32 races in this one, though, so definitely a couple guys dominating this category in 2025. And with his win this weekend, Shane Van Gisbergen has officially locked up the Rookie of the Race honors for 2025. The most that Riley Herbst can get to now is 17 if he wins out the rest of the season, so SVG up to 19 has clinched this category. We knew for points it was going to be SVG after he won all those road courses and locked himself into the playoffs, but Riley Herbst had a couple good chances to make this one close. Had a good fight here towards the second half of the season. SVG, though, coming out on top. The points movers for the second week in a row, Michael McDowell gaining 2 positions in the points, this time moving up from 23rd to 21st in points, so almost back up into the top 20. He was the guy in that bubble battle earlier this season, so top 20 definitely the goal for that 71 car. Tonight's biggest loser, his teammate Justin Haley, dropping 2 positions in points from 29th to 31st, falling outside of the top 30. Should also give a shout to Todd Gilliland here. He also went up +2 from 31st to 29th. Those positions just separated by 3 in the point standings, 510 to 507. To the DNF list, only 1 car not finishing under power today. That was Brad Keselowski in the 6th car, his 7th DNF of the season, so he is tied up with Ryan Blaney, Carson Hocevar, Noah Gragson, and Josh Berry. Again, I'm really looking at this battle between Suarez, Cody Ware, who's going to be the first guy to hit 10 DNFs in 2026. Another race, another new last car finisher. Brock Beard last car standings here. Austin Cindric becoming the 25th driver in 32 races to finish last this season. Very, very spread out, of course. The tie at the top is where it's interesting. 3 apiece for Allmendinger, Riley Herbst, Josh Berry. Cody Ware 2 on the season, so a sleeper in this category. Going to be a good battle. See if anyone even breaks this tie with how spread out it's been among this season. Thanks for watching.